Now, I would like to explain bitwise operators in Python programming. So, bitwise operators, the operation will be performed on bits. What is the advantage of performing operation on bits? If you perform the operation on bits, the execution is faster. So, bitwise operators execution is faster than the arithmetic and logical operators. When coming to the bitwise operators, the first one is a bitwise OR operator. Bitwise OR operator. So, it will perform similar sequence of operands. It will perform the bitwise OR operation. For example, suppose you take the truth table. Suppose both the bits are 0, then you will get the output is 0. Suppose 0 and 1 is the input, you will get the output is 1. Suppose the input is 1 and 0, then you will get the output is 1. Suppose the input is 1 and 1, you will get the output is 1. That means, if any one of the bit is 1, then you will get the output is 1. Here you see, here both the bits are 0, that's why we got 0. Here bit is 1, that's why you get 1. Here one of the input is 1, that's why you got 1. Both the inputs are 1, then also you will get the output is 1. This is the truth table for bitwise OR operation. Suppose you have taken the example A equal to 10 and B equal to 12. Now we have to represent A value in binary sequence. So how to represent A value in binary sequence? That is nothing but 1 0 1 0, and B will be represented 1 1 0 0 in binary form. So how to represent in binary form? For example, you have to take 8 4 2 1 sequence, 8 4 2 1 16 32 64. So like this you have to take the positions. So when coming to the A value equal to 10 here, so we have to represent 8 position 1, 2 position 1, remaining all zeros. Suppose 4 bit means we have to take 1 0 1 0, and suppose we have taken 8 bit means all remaining 4 are zeros. So this is the value of 10 representation in binary form. Similarly, we have to represent 12. We have to represent 12 in binary form. So 80 in 8 position we have to put 1, and in 4th position we have to put 1. So 8 plus 4, 12 is the decimal value, remaining all zeros. So this is the 12 representation of in binary form. So like this we got the values. Now we have to perform the bitwise OR operation. So bitwise OR operation, if both the inputs are 0, then output is 0. Suppose 1 0 means what is the output we got here? As per truth table, we have to get the value 1. So 0 1 means we have to get the value 1. So 1 1 means you are already 1 1 means you have to get the value 1. So what is this value? 8 4 2 1. Suppose 8 plus 4 12 plus 12. So what is the output we got here? 14 is the output. 14 is the output, we will get it here. So this is the output we will get. And coming to the Python code, suppose we have to take A value equal to 10, B value equal to 12, and print A bitwise OR B. A bitwise OR B. A will be represented 1 0 1 0, B will be represented 1 1 0 0. So now you have to perform bitwise OR operation. We have to get the value 14. So you will get output 14. If you execute this code in the Python, you will get the output is 14. So this is the execution of bitwise OR operation in Python. So when coming to the applications of bitwise OR operation in Python, suppose if you want to design a robot car that uses sensor to sense the environment and update its direction accordingly. For example, the directions are 4 directions. One is backward direction, next one is forward direction, next one is left direction, next one is the right direction. That means here you see, if the left position is 1 means car has to move left direction. Car has to move left direction. If the first position is 1, then car has to move right direction. If third bit is 1, car has to move forward direction. Similarly, if fourth bit is 1, car has to move backward direction. So these are the 4 directions can be stored in a robot car. Suppose what is the use of XOR here? Suppose how to enable a specific bit using program. How to enable a specific bit using program. For that we have to use bitwise OR operation. Bitwise OR operation. For that we have to use a concept called masking. So how to use that particular concept here? Suppose we want to enable second bit. Suppose we want to enable second bit. So initially the original bits are initial, all are zeros. Now I want to make second bit 0. Now I want to make second bit 0. So what you have to do? You have to put here second bit is 1, remaining. So second bit is 1, remaining all must be 0. So for that's why here you see OR masking 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0. This is nothing but an OR masking. That means which bit you want to enable, you have to put 1 in that position and remaining bits must be 0. Remaining bits must be 0. Now you have, so 0 0 means you will get the value 0, 0 1 means you will get the value 1, and 0 0 means you will get the value 0, and 0 0 means you will get the value 0. So now the result is 0 0 1 0. That means second position is 1. That means the car has to go to left direction. Suppose another example we have taken. Suppose we have taken, suppose you want to enable first bit. I want to enable first bit, for example, then original bit equal to 0 0 0 0. Now I want to use OR mask. So which bit I want to set? First bit I want to set. That's why in first position you have to 1, remaining all are zeros. Now you perform XOR operation. 0 1 means 1, 0 0 0. This is the result we got. This is the result we got. That means car has to go right direction. So based on a particular bit is 1 or 0, a particular bit is 0 means it is disabled, particular bit is 1 means it is enabled. So that here first bit is enabled, that means car has to move in right direction. So this is the application of bitwise OR operation in a design of robot car. So when coming to the next one is a bitwise AND operation. Bitwise AND operator. When coming to the bitwise AND operator, the truth table is, suppose both the bits are 0, then output is 0. If 0 1 means you will get the output is 0, and 1 0 means you will get the output is 0, and 1 1 means you will get the output is 1, you will get it. So what is the logic here? So if any one of the bit is 0, then output is 0. Last one you see both the bits are 1, that's we got the 1, remaining all cases you got the value 0. So this is the truth table for bitwise AND operation. Suppose now consider two example A equal to 10 and B equal to 12. Now we have to represent A value in binary form 1 0 1 0, and 12 we have to represent binary form 1 1 0 0. Now you have to perform bitwise AND operation. So 0 0 means you will get the value 0, 1 0 means you will get the value 0, 0 1 means you will get the value 0, and 1 1 means you will get the value 1. So what is the value here? 8 4 2 1. So 8 position is 1, remaining all 0. So you got the output is 8. Output is 8. Suppose you perform 10 and 12. If you perform bitwise AND operation, you will get the value 8. When coming to the Python code, A equal to 10, B equal to 12, print A, bitwise AND operation B. So 1 0 1 0 A value, 1 1 0 0 B value, we got the output is 0 0 1 0 0. So you get the value 8. So it will print the value 8. Suppose when going for applications of bitwise AND operation, same example, suppose you have to take in, that is nothing but if you want to design a robot car, in that if you want to check for particular bit is either enabled or disabled, can be identified by using bitwise AND operation. So the directions are backward direction, forward direction, and left direction and right direction. These are the 4 positions, 4 directions are available for designing a robot car. When coming to the how to check a particular bit is enabled or disabled by using bitwise AND operation, here also we have to use the concept called masking concept. We have to use a concept called masking concept. Suppose now we want to check third bit is enabled or not. If you want to identify For that you have to take, suppose the original bits are 0, 1, 0, 0, and now we have to check third bit is enabled or not. We have to identify by using bitwise AND operation. So here we have taken, I want to check third bit, that's why I had to use 1 here, and remaining all positions are 0. Remaining all positions are 0. Then you have to perform bitwise AND operation. 0, 0 means 0, 0, 0 means 0, 1, 1 means 1, and 0, 0 means you will get the output is 0. So here third bit is 1. When you will get third bit is 1, if the in original bit third bit is 1, then only you will get the output is 1. If in original bit third bit is 0, you will get output is 0. So based on this particular position, if it is output is 1, then third bit is 1. Output is 0, then third bit is 0 in original bit. So based on the AND masking technique, we can identify a particular bit is enabled or not. So this is the application of bitwise AND operation. Then coming to the next concept is bitwise OR operator. So this is the cap symbol we had to use for bitwise XOR operation. Bitwise XOR operation, the truth table is 0, 0 means you will get the output is 0, and 0, 1 means you will get the output is 1, and 1, 1, 1, 0 means you will get the output is 1, and 1, 1 means you will get the output is 0. So what is the logic here? If both the bits are same, then you will get the output is 0, otherwise you will get the output is 1. Here you see both the bits are 0, that's why you get the output is 0. Here both the bits are 1, that's why you get the output is 0. Remaining cases you got the output is 1. Again consider, for example, A value 10, B value 12, A will be represented 1, 0, 1, 0 in binary form, and 12 will be represented 1, 1, 0, 0 in binary form. Now you have to perform XOR operation, and 0, 0 means you will get the value 0, 1, 0 means you will get the value 1, and 0, 1 means you will get the value 1, 1, 1 means you will get the value 0. So what is this value? 8, 4, 2, 1. So 4 plus 2, you will get the value 6 is the output you will get. Now when coming to the Python code, suppose A equal to 10, B equal to 12, print A XOR operation B, you will get the output is 6, you will get the output. So what is the output you will get? 6, you will get it here. When coming to the application of bitwise OR operation, here you see one example. Now I want to perform, this is the output we got here. Now I want to perform XOR operation with 10. Suppose what is the value of 10? 1, 0, 1, 0. That is nothing but 10. Now I want to perform XOR operation on these two values. What is the output you will get here? You see, suppose 0, 0 means what is the value you get? 0. 1, 1 means 0. 0, 1, 1, 0 means 1. 0, 1 means 1. So what is the output we got here? 12 we got again here. 12 we got again. What is the advantage of using that? This concept can be used in cryptography concept, in security, network security. There is a concept called cryptography. In that cryptography, we can use this particular operation, XOR operation, because whatever result you are getting, if you apply 10 again, you will get the 12 output. Suppose you apply 12 again, you will get the value 10 automatically. So that is, this concept is used in cryptography. How it will be used here? So here bitwise XOR can be used in cryptography concept. Suppose here one person is called Bob, another one is called Alice. Bob want to send a message to Alice. So that message is nothing but in this picture, hello Alice, he want to send from Bob to Alice. So what he will use? He will use the key here. Key is a common for both the source and destination. So key is used to convert original text into a ciphertext. The ciphertext will be passed to the Alice. Alice again, you will use the key to convert ciphertext into a original text called hello Alice. So this is the concept used in cryptography. Now we will check XOR operation. When coming to the XOR operation, what is the key value here? 6 is the key value common for both source and destination. Both are residing in different places. Now Bob want to send a message to the Alice. So what is the message he want to send? 10 he want to send to the Alice. So what is the key value here? 6 is the key value. Now what he will do? So what is the binary representation of 10? 1010 is the binary representation of 10. What is the key value here? 6. So 0110 is the 6 is the key value. Then Bob will perform XOR operation, bitwise XOR operation. So what is the output we will get? 0 0 means 0 and 1 1 means 0 and 0 1 means 1, 1 0 means 1. You will get the output as per the bitwise XOR operation. Same message, this is the, what is the value here? Binary value equal to 12. No, sorry, decimal value equal to 12. Same, this value will be sent to the Alice. When coming to the here, the message is sent to the Alice. And Alice, what she will do? She already know the key value 6. Again, will perform 6 key value with the whatever message she got. Perform the XOR operation. What is the key value? 0 1 1 0. That is the key value. 6 is nothing but 0 1 1 0. Now again she will perform XOR operation. 0 0 means will get the value 0 and 1 0 means 1 and 1 1 means 0 and 0 1 means 1. So this is the original message 1 0 1 0. Bob sent to Alice. So same message got here. So this is the concept, XOR concept we are using in cryptography. This is one of the application of bitwise XOR operation. When coming to the next one is left shift operator. So left shift operator is nothing but we have to shift how many bits if we want to shift, that can be used here. Suppose A equal to 10, B equal to A less than left shift operator will be represented by using less than symbol. So that's why B equal to A less than 2. And what is the value of A? Actually the value of A is 1010 for 4 bits. Now I am representing 8 bits. So remaining 4 zeros. So 4 zeros, 1010, 10 representation. Now what we have to do? We have to shift the bits. How many bits if we have to shift? This is nothing but how many bits we want to shift? 2 bits we want to shift. What is this? This is left shift operation. This is a left shift operation. So what will happen? This 0 will be deleted and this 0 will be deleted. 2 bits will be deleted because how many bits we want to shift? 2 bits. So left side, if you delete 2 bits, we have to add 2 bits right side. We have to add 2 bits. That is nothing but 2 zeros we have to add. Even though if you lost here 0 or 1, we have to add only zeros on the right side. So when we add 0 zeros, what is the value you will get? So 0 0 1 0 already existing up to here. Next 1 0 and we add 2 zeros. This is the value we got here. So now you see the output. So this is the value we got here. So 0 0 1 0 and 1 0 0 0. So what is this value? Is nothing but its value is nothing but 40. Its value is nothing but 40. How you got 40? This is nothing but 8 4 2 1 and 16 32 64 128. So this is the representation. In 32 we got the 1 position and in 8 position 1. So we will get the value 40. So we will get the value 40. So A, I want to shift 2 bits to the left side, then we got the value 40. And this can also be, suppose we have taken n equal to, what is the output? We have taken n value, what is the output we will get? N into 2 power number of bits. 2 power number of bits. So this is the general formula for left shift operation. So what is the n value? We have taken 10. So output equal to 10 into 2 power, how many bits we are shifting? Here we want to shift 2 bits, so 2 square. That is nothing but 10 into 2 into 2, 4. So that's will got the value 40. So instead of multiplication, we can go for left shift operation because execution is fast. Instead of multiplication, left shift operation execution is fast because it performs the operation on bits. So execution is fast. So this is the example of left shift operation. When coming to the right shift operator, next one is right shift operator. So suppose we have taken value 10. Now right shift operator will be represented by using greater than symbol. So how many bits we want to shift? 2 bits we want to shift. So A will be represented here. You see A will be represented 1010. A will be represented 1010, 4 bits. And if you want to 8-bit representation, remaining 4 will be zeros. Here, if you want to shift, how many bits you want to shift? So we want to right shift operation, we have to discard 2 bits on right side. So this will be discarded, this will be discarded, and we have to add 2 bits here. We have to add 0 and 0. So these 2 and these 2. So 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 1, 0. This is the value we got. This is the output we got. So what is this value? 8421. We'll get the value. 2 only will get the value. 2 only get the 8421 will get the value 2 here. Once you check the output here, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, you got the output is 2 here. So this is the right shift operation. When coming to the last one is nothing but bitwise ones complement operator. That means this is nothing but a complement operator. That means it will complement the bits. That suppose you give the value 0, it will be converted into 1. Suppose you give the value, it will be converted into 0. So this is a unary operator. That means it takes only one operand. Previously, whatever operators we are using, those are nothing but binary operators. This is a unary operator. So 1 will be converted into 0 and 0 will be converted into 1. So this is the complement operator. For example, if you have taken value 4, suppose you have taken value 4, 4 will be represented 0, 1, 0, 0, 4-bit representation. Suppose you consider 8-bit, remaining 4 bits will be zeros. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. When coming to the complement of 4, so we have to invert the bits. When you invert the bits, 0 will be converted into 1 and 0 will be converted into 1, 1 will be converted into 0 and 0 will be converted into 1 and remaining all 4 zeros will be converted into 4 ones. So this is the 4 value will be converted into a ones complement, that is nothing but 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So what is this value? This value is nothing but minus 5. This value is nothing but minus 5. That is nothing, what is general formula? We have taken value 4. So what is the output we got? Minus of n plus 1. So suppose you have taken 4 here. So we have taken 4 here, minus of 4 plus 1. So you will get the value minus 5. How you got this minus 5? So minus 5 is nothing but, this representation is a minus values always represented in 2's complement form. Minus values will be represented always in 2's complement form. So suppose you take the 5, suppose you take the value 5. So in 8421, 5 is nothing but 1, 0, 1. This is the 5 and remaining 4 zeros. Suppose you will invert these values. What is the value you will get? 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 0, 1, 0. This is the value got. This is the ones complement and add 1 to the ones complement, we will get the 2's complement value. Suppose you add 1. So what is the output we got here? 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is the output, 2's complement of 5. So this is equal to the, both are equal here. So 4 ones, 1, 0, 1, 1. Here also we got 4 ones, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 5 will be represented in 2's complement in the memory. So 4 will be complemented with minus 5 value we got the output. What is the general formula? 4 complement of n equal to minus of n plus 1. So this is the output we got here.